My job is quite a demanding job, and before I really couldn't see how I was ever going to be able to focus on it without constantly worrying about my child. The biggest worry that I carried before my first child went to nursery was that he was going to be left with people who actually cared about him, with people that would make sure that he was having fun, that would respond to his quirks. He absolutely hated being in a wet nappy. He would just scream and scream and scream. He wanted that nappy changed immediately. I spoke to a few other providers, and you could tell that for them that was going to be a little bit of a problem. Here, when I spoke to Pauline, I just remember her saying, well, if he's going to communicate it loudly and clearly, everyone's going to realise they're going to need to change his nappy. So compared to the other providers that I saw, what felt genuinely different about Purple Bees Day Nursery was my first interaction with Pauline. She was interested in me and interested in my son, interested in my journey as a mum, whereas the other providers that I spoke to, it was far more logistical. It was like, look, we've got availability on these days. Do those days work for you? Let me show you the building. If you like it, you can sign up. Whereas for me, the most important thing was not necessarily the bricks and the mortar and the garden. It was more about the people that I was going to be leaving my child with. If I trusted the people, everything else was kind of a secondary. So yeah, it was the warmth and the time that I was given by Pauline that genuinely stood out. Before my second child joined Purple Bees Day Nursery, it was night and day. Like, I already knew the practitioners. I knew how baby room worked. I trusted everyone. I knew what her day was going to be like, that she was in safe hands. So when I handed her over for the first time, I knew there was going to be some initial teething problems, but I could also see that she was happy and curious. And I felt so much more relaxed in myself. I just went and had a coffee. It was completely different.